Okay, this is the day. I'm going to install my window AC, but first I'm going to fill my last two bottles and get them put right here. Then I'm going to fill 4 more 5-gallon cans of gas. Then I'm going to start installing my window AC in my window, and then I'm going to do bibs for the same reason. If we lose electricity, we don't have to run whole house generators for one room of AC, and that's the reason I got that little quiet, was it 2500 watt? Yeah, I think so. A little quiet Champion generator, and it is quiet. You heard it the other day when I was working on my gate. That was running when I was running my drill. Okay, so my wife said she's gonna do a little ciphering, make sure we got enough money to fill these last 2 up before I go, and then I'm gonna get these filled and get the gas cans filled and start my day with the air conditioners, getting them in the windows. 94 and 67. Good Lord. I'm gonna have to sell some knives because I still got 4 5-gallon gas cans I got to stop and fill up, and we'll be good for the next emergency catastrophe. Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking how probably if anybody were to know how much gas I store, how much propane I store, they would think I was crazy. But we lost electricity. It was just a standard catastrophe, a tornado came through here. It's something that could happen to anybody at any time for any length of time. And it just so happened that we were without electricity for 4.5 days, but there were people around here who were without electricity for several weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. And even if we lost electricity for a month or more, I would not have had to have left my house. As it is, for 4.5 days, I didn't leave my house. I didn't need anything. I had all the gas, I had all the food I needed, and I could have gone much, much longer. And, I'm laughing all the way to not leaving my house, So I'm sure there's people out there that would think I was foolish for spending money to be prepared for emergencies. But those same people that would laugh at me are probably the same people that had to scramble for, power and gas and food and if they didn't figure out a way to keep their refrigerators going, they lost all the food they had already paid for. We have a big freezer not a big freezer, for 2 people it's a big freezer, filled with meat and vegetables and all the stuff that you'd want to eat. And if we didn't have a means of keeping it frozen, through the generator, we'd have lost all that, and we'd have lost way more money in meat that we would have had to replace than the amount of gas I use. So, I'm just thinking out loud. Right now, I've got 180 pounds of propane in the bed of my truck, and I'm fixing to stop right here and fill up and get 20 gallons of gas in 5-gallon containers. So I'm going to be a bomb going down the road. I can't use that word. This is YouTube. That's a bad word. But I only got, half a mile to go to my house. Okay, I'm pull in here and get some gas. So I started off the day with some pretty big plans. I was going to get that air conditioner mounted in the window of the bedroom. And I went and did, a couple errands, got some gas, got some propane, come back, put it all away. And my wife decided she was going to ride her motorcycle, so I had to stay here and dog sit. And I've told you that Sonny's really, really old. Where is she? I think she's right there. She's really old, and she's nearly blind, and she's nearly deaf and incontinent. So we basically have to follow her around with a mop. Not a mop, toilet paper and paper towels and Lysol, and we're not bothered. She can't help it. And because of her dementia, she has no idea that she's doing anything wrong. So we just love on her, clean up after her. So anyway, that's why I didn't get anything done. I stayed here and watched the baby. And tomorrow, by God, I got 2 new toilet seats and the air conditioner. That's my plan for tomorrow. Okay. You know, I've been thinking about preparedness a lot more. And I lack in one area, and that is having access to water that I can make drinkable. And I'm going to address that very soon. I've got a ton of work to do around here. I've got hundreds and hundreds of feet of fence to put back up and gates to put back up and 4x4s to sink that hold the gates. I've got 2 gigantic oak trees that I've got to get cut up and moved to the fire, but I can't do any of that until they lift the burn ban because, we can't just drag it down there and stack it up. We'd end up having a fire as big as the house. So I got to wait till they lift the burn ban before I can do any of that. And before I can put the fence up, I got to cut some additional trees down that will definitely soon fall on the fence. So I'm not going to put the fence up and then drop the trees on the fence. So anyway, that's where I'm at. When you see this in the morning, I will be drinking coffee and making plans to get that air conditioner in the window. And another little project is I want a small, the plastic shed that I have my big generator in. They make much smaller plastic sheds or, bins that you would keep on your porch and perhaps even sit on. And I'm going to make something like that for right below the air conditioner for the small generator. I'm not going to leave it there, but it will have an enclosure should I have to leave it running in the rain or something like that, And I don't mean closing it up. I mean keeping the doors open, but having a roof over it where rain won't fall on it. Okay, have a nice Friday. My God, has this week flown by? Dear God, it's Friday already. Wow. All right, have a good Friday, y'all.